Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Prophet and I welcome you guys back to another Crusade vlog / Q&A session. Yay. Yes, okay. So first up, I was confronted with the name Crusade because people was like, oh well, that's not really a nice term to use. Because, well, the Crusades was terrible. And yeah, the Crusades was terrible. We killed a lot of... I even said we. That is even worse. Holy... Okay? During the Crusades, there was a ton of people killed on both sides. Now, I do not approve of like, well, go Crusade, we should go Crusade again. But I'm more like, I like some parts of it, not like the killing, but I like some of the order, the respect, and kind of the... I don't even know how to even pronounce it in English. I kind of just support like the way that I can't explain it in English. I'm sorry, I'm retarded. Anyway, we're actually gonna go into the first questions of today, which is, first up, what are the things that makes you think over and over again? I don't really get this question. I mean, yeah, I think a lot, and the special things that make me like think over and over is whenever I do something wrong. Now, since I was this tall, I was beat with thoughts like with criticism. I was just like criticized so much that I would start improving, right? Because you do not want to get criticized for everything, so you start improving slowly. Many people can argue that that's not the right way of raising kids, but that's at least what happened. So I wouldn't say perfected, but I've become a lot better in a lot of aspects. But when it comes to making mistakes, if I am really sure that I am doing the right thing, and then I realize later that, wait, was that even right? Did I do something wrong? And then I will have to reconsider my entire thought process and everything, and that drives me insane. That's why if I have done something wrong, I need someone to tell me right then and there. Because if I realize that by myself and I have to, that's a good thing, but if I'm not realizing it 100% and being like, wait, was that wrong? And really like unsure, then I will start thinking about it consistently and never stop, which is my largest problem. It is a huge issue in my daily life because when I say, well, I can talk to my friends and then suddenly 2 days later I can be like, oh fuck, that was possibly like really douchey or something similar to that, right? And I will like start having this entire thought process like, where did my thinking go wrong? Where did I think that was correct thing to do? And so forth, right? So that is, wow, my hair is really interesting today. Gonna leave it back here. Did you know that my hair is kind of interesting? Because I can do like this. I have quite long hair. It's not that long, but it's a bit. But for now, I just have it back. So, yeah, that is pretty much my main issue when it comes to thinking, and that is, yeah, I have been told by my psychologist that I should stop thinking so much about everything. Now, what is your favorite holiday? Honestly, really like 100% honest, I do not really celebrate holidays as much. Like, whenever I'm with my family, yeah, we're like, yay, holiday. But I really just want to play games, work. You know, I want to continue my daily life. I'm really like, when we have like Christmas upstairs, right? Or downstairs or somewhere in the world, right? When we have Christmas, I would be like, sit during the dinner, eat, talk, like, hey, just like talking to everyone. And then, as soon as the Christmas dinner is done, and like, I will just like leave and go play games and work and make videos. I have multiple videos stored on my hard drive, both the hard drive on this computer and the hard drive that is in my old computer, which is actually behind this green screen. Yay. And I have so much footage, which I have just been like, hey guys, it's Christmas, I'll vlog about nothing, or I'll play games on Christmas Eve. Because yeah, that is, I'm really anti-social that way. Next question. If you could make your own game, what kind of game would it be? Or what game would you create? Okay, so this game is I've actually had this question in my thoughts for quite some time. Okay, and I would definitely create an RPG, but the problem is the budget though, because I think that it would cost like so much. I hate this. I have like neck hair here, which is like, it makes me look so it makes me look like I have like this MacGyver here, which is really annoying. But anyway, as I was saying, I would create an RPG with a ton of choices. Either you would like in every conversation, almost you would have different. You can talk to people and you would have different outcomes, right? So, and there would never be a set end game. There would just be an entirely open world RPG. Personally, I prefer the Middle Ages. There should be a lot of intrigues, kind of like the same style as Game of Thrones have, where like everyone wants to kill each other. And there I want the player to be able to really choose their own way of doing things. Do you want to be in the front line? Do you want to be like a soldier, become a general, lead armies and that kind of style under a king? Do you want to try to become the king yourself? Do you want to be an administrator, like grow through the ranks of like a senate, get into high position, that kind of way? Do you want to just be a spy, assassin, or do you want to be like a trader, for example? There are a lot of different ways that I want the player to be able to have, and that, for example, if I in every like, not every NPC, but every character that is within the game with of slight importance, like if I go up to them and be like, "You're an asshole," they're not gonna like, "Oh, that's fine," and the next time you talk to them, it's like, "Hey," it's like, "Fuck you, man." They're gonna be mad, and I think that is pretty important for such a game. And like, so every character, like NPC, have this own like ending, right? If you piss them off, they will be pissed at you, and like you will not get to see like some of the conversation topics that they have. And of course, not everyone are important. Like someone are just a farmer, and if you piss them off, they'll be like, "Damn you, kid, the youth nowadays," you know, that kind of style. I really want that possibilities, that possibility, so that everything like leads to different things, so that you can't just, because a lot of RPGs nowadays, such as Mass Effect, Dragon Age, I think Dragon Age did it, Dragon Age 2 at least, do kind of this, where you start at one place in the middle, and then depending on your choices, you will get different stories happening, which is really cool. But then they are like, well, we want this storyline to happen, we want to tell you this story, so they drive it back in, and then suddenly like, sometimes it becomes like a really weird bridge from your choices into the main storyline again, and then you need to and then it just continues like going out, and yeah, it's real annoying. But so I would prevent that, or just like, if you go one way, you're gonna continue, and then like you can branch and branch and branch. But that would, of course, the budget would need to be like massive, because that's not a cheap game to make. That requires a lot of voice acting, especially a ton of codes and all of that, right? There are so many things that needs to be done. So yeah, that is my ultimate game. Probably ranted a bit too long about that, but it is. And like the thing about this game is that it would apply or appeal to so many people, right? You would have stuff like some guys who are like, "Oh well, I like managing stuff," and you would like only. I say like a lot. I should stop doing that. Like, but anyway, so some people like managing, so that means that they would have the possibility to just like make decisions for the realm, make decisions that would impact a lot of different things. Maybe they go all, well, right now we need a lot of soldiers to defend our realm, and that might have an economical effect on the peasants and so forth, but then less bandits and all kind of different like minor things, but really cool. That is my super game. Next thing, what are the things that you consider difficult in life? And suddenly my PC went dark. Oh well, repair, you know. Okay, there we go. Things I consider difficult in life. That is basically motivation, especially to making videos. Like I love doing it, but starting like get at the actual get going is really hard for me because I will sit here and be like, well, what should I do? I can have so many thoughts. I can think out like 5 different videos in my head. There's someone like when I'm just chilling around, I will start like talking a YouTube video to myself. Yeah, that's what I will do. And I would even have all the topics ready, but then I never get down to doing it. I had problems getting down to doing this, but with the Q&A sessions, I really like doing Q&A sessions because I want to give back to you guys who actually follow and, yeah, actually have questions. So yeah, motivation for doing stuff is probably my major difficulty. But I mean, if I had someone to push me, if I was like, I had someone to just stand behind me, like always, like, make a YouTube video, I would be like, yeah, I'll just do it. Because we had one day when I was incredibly productive. I made 12 videos that one day, at least, and that is not like a Let's Plays. I think I made 3 Let's Play videos. I made 3, not 3 news, but I made a Q&A and news. I made everything. I just like a ton of stuff together and just threw it out there. And that felt really good. It felt really, really good. So yeah. Last question is a personal one. What type of girls do you like the most, and what body shape do you like on them or prefer on them? Yeah. Awkward question because I just started dating a girl. So anyway, we can take her as an example because she's really, really perfect like that. Of course, like a lot of people, I want like ample, nicely shaped, kind of big breasts. I like them. I like blonde girls the most. I have kind of two like things that I like the most. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, but that is it. And that is actually like the one is kind of blonde hair, really cute. Then nice, nice breasts, nice ass. And yeah, that. Now we're not talking about personality. I guess personality-wise, as long as they're fun to be around. I mean, to be able to have some like interesting topics to discuss, like intelligent topics, like that's always nice. But never really felt like thing that I 100% need because I know stupid people that I can perfectly have a great conversation with because as long as they have like something that in common or something that we can talk about, or they're just fun to be around, that's great. That's all I need. I do not need someone to stand there and be like dropping knowledge bombs always. I have a friend who does that. He's a really cool guy, William. You guys have probably seen him in 1 or 2 videos here. But he's a really cool guy. We have a lot in common. But and he's like the super intelligent guy who will just drop knowledge bombs everywhere and like you can have interesting topics with him. But I both talk to the smart and like the stupid but fun guys, and it's like I don't really have a huge preference for either. I'm really fine. Like intelligence is always a plus, but it's never for me a super necessity. As long as they're not like really stupid, because I hate stupid people. I hate when people are like really, really stupid. When I have to explain something 5 times really slowly for them to understand it. That makes me pissed off. And people who do not know how to Google, that kills me. I need Google in my life. I need to be able to people that can Google stuff. And when I get the questions, a friend of mine does this always. No hate to that, but or it is hate. But I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, it doesn't like bother me insanely much. But if I would have to be around someone consistently that would ask those questions, like to do it time to time, like my friend does, it's cool. That's all fine. But if I had to have someone who does that continuously, like, how do I open this folder? And it's like, you go to the folder and open it. Like, not exactly like that, bad analogy, but still, like, you have those really basic questions that they could just like Google really quickly, and they would never do it. That pisses me off. And then stupid people again, that really pisses me off. I hate really repeating myself because I have a monotone voice. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but unless I get really like hyped, I have a monotone voice. So that means that people actually have really hard for no like I have to just really repeat myself once or twice, right? Which is annoying in the first place. So if people then not understand what I say, then I have to repeat myself over and over, and I get tired of that. So yeah. So personality wise, as long as they're really chill, I'm fine with that. And then the other kind of girl is kind of like the black hair, kind of like shy, not. I would say kind of like gothy, like where you have like black hair and it's like not like piercings everywhere and stuff like that, but uh, uh, like black hair kind of looks dark and edgy. But you know, like I wouldn't prefer if they were, would prefer if they were not emo, but I don't know, I honestly do not care. I mean, I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm probably one of the chillest people to be around. I am the most accepting guy. I'm like, are you retarded? Come along. Are you really intelligent? Come along. Are you chill? Come along. You know, I'm just sitting here like, I don't care about anything. Just do your thing, and I will do my. As long as I get to do my thing and be myself, I'm really like, you know, do whatever you want. So yeah, that is me. That is my preferences on chicks, but I prefer the blonde ones though that I mentioned first. Yeah, but I mean, body shape is not really. I'm accepting to that too. I know I have fat friends. I have less fat friends. I have everything. I'm more like, I don't care, as long as they're chill to be around. As the girl I'm currently dating, really perfect girl, and she nice body as well. Good to note. But I mean, I did not really care for that. When I met her, I was like, this girl was really cool, and I started speaking to her more and more and more, and like she had like a hoodie, like she had covered herself up, so it was like we wouldn't really notice like her body that much, and I didn't really like to look too much at that. I was like just talking to her. She was really cool, so I was like, hey, you want to be on a date? Go on a date. And then she accepted, and then like that was on a Wednesday, but then she was like, hey, like on the Friday before, she was like, hey, do you want to go to this movie with me? It's coming out, Divergent. Divergent was a kind of movie. I will not go into that now, but yeah, and that's how we had our first and second date. So, my name is Prophet, and I have a pen, a lot of hair. I'll see you guys next time.